In 2021, Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis admitted on a podcast that they don't bathe their kids every day. Jake Gyllenhaal told Vanity Fair he finds bathing less necessary. Matthew McConaughey hasn't worn deodorant in over 20 years. The internet called them disgusting. But nobody said the obvious part out loud. Daily showering is newer than the airplane, newer than the radio. For 99.9% of human history, nobody did this, and none of them died of it. So what actually happens if you stop? Because one man went more than 60 years without washing. Doctors examined him. He was fine. Then his neighbors talked him into a bath, and a few months later, he was dead. Start the clock. Hour 1. Your skin is already producing sebum, an oily wax squeezed from a gland beside every hair follicle. Sebum is not dirt, it's waterproofing. It seals your skin barrier and keeps the surface slightly acidic, so hostile bacteria can't get a grip. Day 1, you sweat. And here's what almost nobody knows. Your sweat has no smell. None. The watery kind that cools you is basically salt water. The thick kind from your armpits comes out odorless too. The smell isn't you. The smell is what lives on you. About 1,000 species of bacteria live on your skin right now. Day 2, one of them gets to work. In 2020, a team at the University of York found the exact enzyme a bacterium called Staphylococcus hominis uses to make you smell. They nicknamed it the BO enzyme. It takes an odorless molecule out of your sweat and cracks it into a thioalcohol. That's the smell. A few parts per billion is all a nose needs. You don't produce body odor. You host a colony that produces it for you. Day 3, peak. Day 5, you stop being able to smell yourself. That's not denial, it's olfactory adaptation. Your receptors quit reporting a signal that never changes. Everyone else still smells you. You've just gone blind to it. Week 4. In 2014, a journalist named Julia Scott did this on purpose for the New York Times Magazine. No soap, no shampoo, no deodorant, 4 weeks. Instead, she misted herself twice a day with live soil bacteria. Her skin ended up better than when she started. And her friends, told to be brutally honest, said she didn't smell. Month 3. Now you get a real problem. Dead skin that would normally rub off compacts into crusted brown plaques. Dermatologists named it in 1995. Dermatitis neglecta. It's completely reversible. You wipe it off. Year 1. Still not dying. The real risk are lice, scabies, fungus in the skin folds, and infected scratch. Boring. Treatable. Nothing on that list kills you. So why do we do it every single day? Because somebody sold it to us. Humans always washed. Roman baths, Japanese Sento, medieval bathhouses everywhere. The filthy Middle Ages is mostly a myth. Then in the 1500s, plague and syphilis shut the bathhouses down. Doctors had decided hot water opened your pores and let disease climb in. Europe largely stopped bathing for 300 years. What brought it back wasn't medicine. It was advertising. In 1919, a copywriter named James Webb Young wrote an ad for a deodorant called Odorono. The headline was, "Within the curve of a woman's arm." It told women they smelled, that their friends already knew, and that nobody would ever tell them. Readers canceled their subscriptions in disgust. Sales went up anyway. In 1926, a soap called Lifebuoy invented 2 letters. BO 2 letters built an entire industry. Here's the part that should end the argument. There hasn't been a working shower in orbit since Skylab in the 1970s. Astronauts tried one. Setting it up and vacuuming it dry took so long they gave up. Everyone on the space station washes with rinseless wipes and a towel. In 2023, Frank Rubio came home after 371 straight days up there. No shower. Not once. His skin was fine, and dermatologists have been saying the quiet part for years. For most people, a daily hot shower with soap damages the skin barrier more than it helps. Harvard Health put it in print in 2021. You're not cleaning yourself, you're stripping a working organ. Which brings us back to the man. His name was Amu Haji. He lived outside a village called Dega in southern Iran. By the time the world found him, he'd reportedly gone more than 60 years without washing. He slept in an open brick hole in the ground. He drank rainwater out of a rusted oil can. Researchers who examined him in 2013 expected a catalog of disease. They mostly found lice. He wasn't doing it for his health, and he wasn't doing it for attention. Villagers said he stopped washing after a loss when he was young and never started again. 60 years of grief that the internet decided was a stunt. In 2022, his neighbors finally talked him into a bath. A few months later, he died. He was 94. No doctor ever said the bath killed him. But it's the detail everybody remembers. And it's exactly the wrong lesson. He wasn't proof that washing is dangerous. He was proof that not washing isn't. So, how long can you go without showering? Biologically, the answer is forever. No organ fails. No clock runs out. People have gone decades, been examined by doctors, and been fine. The limit was never your body. The limit is the other people in the room. We didn't invent the daily shower because we were dirty. We invented it because somebody convinced us we were.